Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, celebrity interviews, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
Welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. But for our radio audience tuning in at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com, we're glad that you all can be with us. Also, just joining us through iHeartRadio and Amazon Music Broadcast. We're glad you all could be with us as well. But as you guys know, I love National Geographic, and I love the books they're able to give us for all ages. Well, National Geographic Kids is out with a great new book that I know you guys are going to love. It's called Weird But True, World 2024. And we're excited to welcome Kathryn Williams to our broadcast today. She's an editor with National Geographic. We're going to talk to her not only about the new book, but also what it was like for them to compile these amazing facts from literally around the world and what she hopes the readers of the book take away from it. Kathryn, thank you again for the time. Really do appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure to be able to speak with someone from National Geographic. These books are always beautiful, but there's also a lot of great information. We're going to talk about that. So, Kathryn, what has it been like for you over the years to see the response to these books from National Geographic Kids and the connection they've made really with readers of all ages?
It's really rewarding. It's wonderful. We hear a lot of parents say that the kids that read our books are either, the kind of kids who want to memorize all the facts that they can, and they're giving trivia to their friends and quizzing their parents. But we also reach this audience of reluctant readers, and we get this feedback that, kids who might not gravitate towards reading or don't want to read many other books will read our books because of, the fun facts and the way we lay everything out with these big photos that are really interesting and weird. It does grab that reluctant reader audience, and that's really rewarding to hear.
Yeah, and I think that is one of the reasons why people look forward to these books being released, Kathryn. So when it comes to the Weird But True series, how did this series even come about?
The series came about a long time ago, before I was at National Geographic. And I think it was just a simple idea. Our original Weird But True books are these small square books. They're 200 pages, and they're just one fact after another, just one weird fact after another. And it just came from someone saying in the kids magazine, what if we just had a collection of weird facts? And kids really resonated with that. They love having these little tidbits of information that they can say and just shock people and astound their parents and friends. And so that spun off in many different directions. And this book is the second annual Weird But True World, which is a much larger book that takes that concept and takes it all around the world. And it takes a kind of global perspective of that.
Yeah, and I love the global perspective. One of the things that's in the new book, and again, we're talking about Weird But True World 2024, for those who are just tuning in, is that you take things like the number 24, right? I mean, of course, with 2024 coming up, so you share some really interesting and weird facts about the number 24. How much fun was that to be able to take something like a number like 24, Kathryn, and then to be able to compile these weird facts that are very interesting for the audience?
It's fun. It's a fun challenge to come up with different ways to make the book feel fresh and exciting. And it was something we want to do is have a nice mix of things that are weird and awe-inspiring, but also weird and kind of silly, weird and creative, and things like that. So we have our 24 surprising stats about the number 24. In each book, we have a bunch of facts about the number year that it is. And so one of the facts is the most puppies ever born in one litter is 24 to a Neapolitan Mastiff mom named Tia. And so we have kind of these fun, surprising facts about 24, as you say, that we can get really creative with.
Yeah. I think another thing that was really interesting for me, Kathryn, I was looking at the book, is that, these crazy events that are definitely weird, like flaming tar barrels. Then of course, jumping over babies, and I love the disclaimer, don't try this at home. Was there something that really made you say, wow, that is interesting, but yeah, that is weird?
Yeah. There's a lot of things in this book that we're showing, and they're exciting for kids and fun for kids, but They are definitely for adults to do, and we note that in the book, and also they're for brave adults to do. So I wouldn't even do some of these things when I'm an adult. So, but we do have I love the weird things people do around the world to entertain themselves. One of my favorite bits in this book is about weird sports. It's in the Europe chapter, and so there's a photo of someone doing extreme ironing in the United Kingdom. So there's someone scuba diving and ironing at the same time, and the competition is basically people want to iron clothes in weirder and weirder places. So they'll iron clothes bungee jumping, they'll iron clothes on top of a mountain, and they'll take photos of themselves doing it. And that's to me very fun, weird, and I love getting to have that photo in the book.
Yeah. Well, jobs are a big part of this book as well. You do show different professions, but I do want to talk about one in particular, and that is the winner of the weirdest job when it comes to the dog surf instructor. Talk to us about that. What surprised you about that?
Yeah, so in a lot of our books at National Geographic Kids, we include different career paths kids might be interested in. So we have paleontologists and scientists and things like that. In this book, we're going for much weirder, much more specific jobs. So we have a roundup of our selected weird jobs, and then one we said was number one is dog surf instructor. You need some very specific skills to be able to teach dogs how to surf, which is knowing how to surf in the first place, and then being able to train dogs as well. So there are some people who do train dogs, and the dogs participate in surfing competitions, and they've even trained other animals to surf as well, like rats and pigs and goats and things like that.
It really is cool. I should let our audience know Fantasia makes an appearance in this book, but not the Fantasia that we know, the singer. The pink see-through Fantasia is in this book from Indonesia. I mean, beautiful picture. And again, this goes to what National Geographic is known for, Kathryn, these amazing photos, right? And then, of course, the facts about them. Is that kind of what you hope this book does, especially as we're talking about, let's say, middle school students, that it not only, of course, gives them something that is visually appealing, but also makes them want to know a little more about some of the things featured here?
Yeah, so I do think that one of the things we do really well, and we have a team of photo editors that works on all of our books, is grabs you in with the photos, especially, like you said, some of the ocean animals are so strange looking, so beautiful, and you look at it and you're like, I've never seen anything quite like that, and then you want to read more about it, and I think that's what hooks some of these reluctant readers who aren't enthused by reading on its own. But yeah, the photos are incredible, and it gives kids a chance to see the world as it really looks, even places that may be too far for them to reach right now.
Yeah, I think that's such a great point, and such a great conversation with you as well, Kathryn. Again, everyone, Kathryn Williams has been our guest. She's one of the editors with National Geographic Kids, talking with us about the brand new book, Weird But True, World 2024, incredible facts, awesome photos, and weird wonders for this year and beyond. It is a great book. You guys can pick it up from our friends at Amazon or your favorite bookstore for sure. Kathryn, where can our audience go to kind of keep up with everything going on with Nat Geo?
Yeah, you can visit National Geographic's website. We also have a kids website, kids.nationalgeographic.com, where we have animal info sheets, games, YouTube videos, and things like that.
All right. Well, Kathryn, thank you again for the great work you guys are doing, and thank you again for stopping by. I really appreciate it.
Thanks so much. It was wonderful.
Oh, look, always a pleasure. I want to give a shout-out to our friend Stanley Clark that's joining us live here in Mississippi. Also, his friends joining us from Jacksonville, Florida, one of which just turned 18 today. So we wanted to say hello to them. Thank you all for joining us live, and we thank you, our audience, for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying, as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live. Let's go make today amazing. Take care.